Last year, new scenery for you. I guess when you look back at what you guys were able to accomplish, right, what's your biggest takeaway from what you saw on the field last year?
Well, I mean, I was just impressed about the way the kids bought into to some of the new things that we brought to the table. I mean, that doesn't this is the third time I've kind of gone to a new program or a different program, and that doesn't necessarily happen all the time. And you got to do some things to try to get them to buy in, and that was very easy from the get-go. And I give our seniors a lot of credit. Those kids, they've had unfortunately for them, they've had 3 head coaches in their 4 years here at Creighton Prep, and prior to that, there was 2 head coaches in the last 60 years. So that kind of stuff just hadn't happened. So for them to be able to kind of withstand some of that adversity, I think, and embrace me and the new beliefs with open arms, I think was awesome. And obviously we've got a lot of talent, and we've got a lot of really, really great kids, kids that want to really be good. They understand. They've had a winning culture here, so they understand that. But in the same respect, there's some things that we need to improve on and get better at. I think we lack some discipline at times. That's getting better. I think just an understanding of how important the all-around weight room is from a year-round program, and we're starting to understand that. And that's shown with some of the numbers that our current juniors are starting to now throw up there, and that's trickling down with all of our freshmen and sophomores. So I think we got a lot of pieces in place, and I think things are moving in the right direction. But our kids are outstanding, and if you don't have great kids that want to buy in, then none of it will work.
You've got a really nice core nucleus of guys coming back, both some size and some skill. I mean, I guess kind of give us a quick run through of some of the guys starting up front that they had coming back that you're excited about.
Well, we returned 3 starters in our offensive line, and we felt like that was at the beginning of the year a place that we could really continue to grow and get better. And obviously Ryan Benna, who was an All-Nebraska player, is a tremendous player. Trendell Dawkins was the first time he played offense last year. Was a starting guard for us, and Jack Haas was starting at center. So we return our 2 guards and our center, our 3 middle guys on the interior, and that's a great place to start. And those kids have been working hard. They're good leaders, so we feel real solid about that. And we've got some really good young kids that are going to be able to step in and play and fill in some of the voids that we have in there as well. But anytime you've got those, it's where it starts, and you've got to have those guys. And if you have those guys, then you've got a chance, all right? And and then we got Luke Sims in the backfield, who's a tremendous player on offense, but he's also a really, really good defensive tackle. We may move him to defensive end a little bit because we lost some players at defensive end because we have some other big kids in our program that I think we could play at D tackle. But that'll all kind of play out here over the summer and into the fall camp. But we got some nice parts in place right there with those guys. And then a kid that, Elijah Burtz is a kid that started as a sophomore 2 years ago for us. And he only played about 4 games last year because he was hurt. I mean, he battled injuries all last year, and but he's got Division I talent. We just got to keep him healthy, and he understands that. He was frustrated by it, but it's part of the game sometimes. But we have a great nucleus of juniors that played a lot of football for us last year that I think will lead us, and they're very hungry to get out of the semifinals, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you've had a lot of coaches coming through here during the contact period and whatnot. I guess what's been a common theme that a lot of these coaches have been telling you that they like about you guys?
Oh, they like our big kids. I mean, obviously they're always looking for big kids, and they're always looking for guys that come from winning programs, obviously, and understand how to win. And but the guys that they really like are Ryan Benna and Trendell and Luke Sims. I mean, those are the 3 guys that are probably getting the most traffic right now. Jack Haas, though, is getting some traffic. South Dakota State really liked him, but a lot of those places really like him just because he's a good athlete. He's got a chance to win the state championship in wrestling at the heavyweight division, and so yeah, I mean, they just like the overall size of our guys and kind of the work ethic of where they're at.
Okay. Now, looking ahead to next year, I mean, what are you wanting to see out of your leaders and everything, to help kind of take that next step to keep progressing?
Right. Well, we just need to continue to work hard. I think discipline is a deal for us. I mean, and getting our guys to understand how important it is to do all the little things. All right. If we do all the little things right, then we have a chance to be successful on the highest level. And but those guys need to continue to be the guys that are that lead us. They need to be the first guys in the weight room. They need to be the last guys to leave. And I tell them that. I said, you guys need to be the examples. All right. And if you're not showing up, then they're not going to show up. And if you're leaving early, they're going to leave early. It's just a matter of it's part of being a senior leader. And if I always say if you walk, they're going to walk. If you run, they're going to run. They're looking to you at everything that you do, and they're starting to figure that out. And that's really what I've asked our older guys to do, is be great examples for our young guys.